Go to 54, go to 54.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again to Williams, wide right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, nice move. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go again with Blue. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. looking to put a drive together.
60 bison.
A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's B. John Robinson. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Operating from the gun, Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go. Wide in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Again, it's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, kill. Wide in. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Penix. And it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Penix working out of the gun here. He'll try and do this himself. And caught up. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Damn, tough break, man. I ain't gonna lie.
All of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Damn. Damn, that shit was right there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Prescott to throw it. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. To the air, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D-line that almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw that on the final play. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And just shedding him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Penix. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Charlie Warner, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing, Prescott. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Off the draw, here's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a team that you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
47. Here we go, 40. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. They'll throw with Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw with Penix. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And able to get this to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Good ass play.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hey, kill.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go. Get out there. Here go 46. Here go 47. Sway. Gun.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead out 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost...
The guy's made complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here.
Yeah. GG. I'll beat that nigga down. Beat him down. Beat him down. What the hell? I know what it is.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Tirico, Greg Oatson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Dak gonna put it up right away. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On second down, it's Dak. That's brought in, right side, by Pickett. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 6.
Yeah, here we go. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got his man, it's Pickett. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Dak can throw it here on first down. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Leonard Floyd in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that was going to bring up third and real long.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Kill. From the shotgun, it's Dak.
Oh, that boy good. Hey, you got that boy good, man. Shit.
As the decision to go for it pays off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. Dak going to give this to Blue. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Yeah, here we go. At 47. 3rd and short. Prescott. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll throw first play with Penix. Oh! And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. From the gun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have a first down, and they're in the field goal range now at the 30.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Yeah, I'm using Cowboys playbook. Definitely using Cowboys playbook.
From the gun, here is Penix.
Oh, that should have got picked. That's crazy.
The end zone. Touchdown.
He played that terrible. That should have def got picked. That's wild. That's wild.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for two.
The Falcons will line up for the
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. It's going to be caught in the end zone.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. Where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. Where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. Where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
That'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's caught. It's Charlie Warner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's good for 27. And a first down. First and 10.
27 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Penix. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
try and throw it with Penix. And he'll take it on in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Atlanta.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on fourth down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was fourth and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess it?
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Levante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this third quarter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. To throw is Dak. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, so we're going to 53. Wide eight. So we're going to 54. Wide eight. Hey, kill.
Dak to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a